Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for some... A little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Back to pass, it's Shapen. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield, it's Traore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetrated.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tight end getting vertical. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. That pass is incomplete. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. They'll run play action. Another incompletion on third down. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Steps away. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll take it himself. Still on his feet at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Glover. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Oh, they're after him! Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Toss sweep right. Got enough for the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Going for it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They'll line up to go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they'll take an 8-7 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed over the middle. It's Traore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Defense not showing press coverage. Snags it quickly on the left. Still running at the 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any.
Unloads it downfield. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Back to pass, it's Russell. Looking for the score. Touchdown tie. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He'll set up to throw. He's not going to get there. The defense standing tall on this 2-point conversion attempt, and we are still tied. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Oh, a double pass. Intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Booth. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give is to Miller. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
On the move, he fires. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position, and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Find some fresh air. Some running room. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll try to tack on 2. To the air. It's Russell. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big
tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Gets it out quickly.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And that extra point was not through. Oh, by the way, it gave them the lead here in the 4th. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. And forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The toss to the outside. Picks up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown, the last timeout, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. 4th down, gotta have it here. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Alabama! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. Quarterback just flat. Missed it. Incomplete.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And you You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's moving out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true. But there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. The sticks. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The run from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw. It's Shapin. Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Barrels ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw it, Simpson. Fires to the big fella. Wide open spaces. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He's got him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Fights off the defender. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Got a man. It's Thompson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Buying some time as he moves left. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was bad. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Punt is in the air. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. It's a seam wide open. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll give it to the back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The play-action fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Shapen. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. And he is taken it all the way out. Touchdown time.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Thompson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to throw at Simpson. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. He throws into the middle of the field. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
To throw, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
He'll try to do it himself. Push down for the tackle. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick.
I love the defense's approach on this.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Chapin. Fires to the right. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback on the strike.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Punched it out of the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
DB's right up on the receivers. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Trying to set up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Got some room here to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fair catch, called for and made. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air, it's Shapen. Under fire. He unleashes a long one. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
One more snap coming before halftime. The give from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cuevas.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fires to the big fella. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. With the catch, it's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. This is a designed run. Makes it past the marker. He's loose. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Dropping back, it's Shapen. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.